What's up, guys? Welcome back to the NovaCast podcast. Today I'm here with Crash Adams, the one and only. Say what's up.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be going in depth on how they went viral on TikTok. They've seen a lot of success recently doing a new style of content, which I think is super cool. And we're going to be talking about their new records and more from them. So, yeah, let's dive into it.
Love it. Let's go. Happy to be here.
All right, so give me, like, some context on yourself. Like, who are you guys?
So for those who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Crash.
And I'm Adams.
And we're Crash Adams. So we're two friends who've grown up with each other. Our parents were really good friends. We kind of were forced onto each other young, and we hit it off at a young age. We always got along really well.
Yeah.
We're complete opposites and still are complete opposites, but we complement each other well. I believe we're hard workers, we're go-getters, and music is our outlet to express to people how we feel, and it's our outlet to make the world a better place, I would say.
Awesome.
Sums it up.
Yes, sir. So, where are you guys from?
Toronto, Canada.
Canada boy.
Canada.
Yeah.
Canada boy. And so being out in Canada and coming to LA, what's like some of the biggest differences?
For content, it's just so easy over here because there's so many more people.
Yeah.
Really?
People number one. Weather number two. Especially from the months of like October to March.
Yeah.
It's pretty cold actually I would say it gets cold in Canada like the end of November. That's really
It's cold all the time, let's be honest.
It gets
Yeah.
So that kind of does affect us content wise.
Does it affect the music at all? Or the music's the same everywhere?
no,
you go?
I think
I think the music's the same. I think we actually end up in the studio more in the winter.
probably.
Yeah.
Just because we're...
Mind you though, like
Yeah.
as you know, as an artist, like the environment you're in does shape the way your inspiration in
Yeah.
the music, right? So for instance, sunsets in California.
Yeah,
You
you're
can't,
right. Yeah.
You can't beat those, right? So
Yeah.
like just sometimes the way you feel at a certain time of the day definitely does shape how your music sounds. But we usually tend to lock in and
Awesome. And are you guys like planning on staying in Canada at all, or like are you gonna move here, or want to move here to like progress your career farther? Or do you think you can do that from Canada, or do you think moving here is like the next step?
personally, not to downplay Canada because there's plenty of opportunity in Canada.
Right.
We believe right now at this stage in the game, given where we've directed our content and how we've kind of played out on social media and in music wise, I think the move for us, and I'm sure Adams will agree, is to be down here.
Right.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more musicians down here. There's a lot more creators down here, which leads to just obviously more opportunities.
Definitely.
Right.
But not to say that there's not amazing creators in Toronto, because
For
there
sure.
is, and we've run into them and we've collabed with them and done incredible things.
Yeah.
But
I
then
ju-
it's like there's just 100 times more here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Right.
definitely. I
Right.
faced the same issue because like I'm from Boston,
Yeah.
and there was nothing really going on, and I've love for Boston
Yeah.
because that's where I started, it's where I grew up, it's
Yeah.
where all my friends are. But like in terms of music, like
Yeah.
the scene there isn't big. There's no creators out there. Like I come here, I can collab with so many people. I met you guys. out
Yeah,
here.
literally.
Like, I didn't meet anyone in Boston. It's
Yeah.
just like LA, I feel like is a stepping stone it's the creative hub of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's definitely inspirational.
yeah.
I would say that.
Okay.
It's
I've
definitely
I've
inspirational.
also noticed that, I don't know, it just may be my experience. Coming to LA and meeting different people in the same boat as us, they're a lot more willing to exchange, let's say, energy or creative ideas or
Yeah.
collaborations, whatever it may be.
The mindset's
Yeah, the
different.
mindset's a lot more willing to, let's get this done, or let's work together and just exchange ideas and let's make each other's content better. Whereas I found Toronto, we were kind of by ourselves with that. So
Right.
it was, and we actually didn't get much support from, I would say, the industry in Toronto, whatever that
The
may
energy
look
of people
like.
is like
Yeah.
different. I feel you, because in Boston, like for music, it's everyone looks at it as like kind of like a joke, because it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
not a lot of artists come out of Boston,
Yeah.
and when you're like, hey, I'm making music, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool,
What
but
else
like
do you do?
what else do you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
How do you make money?
Exactly. It's like, oh, it's a hobby, right? But out here, it's completely different. Oh, you make music. Oh,
Yeah.
let me follow you. Let me
Yeah.
check out your stuff. Like, the energy is different. I've noticed in Florida, it's very similar to out
Really?
here. But, like, I don't know. So I guess Canada's kind of similar to
Definitely.
Yeah.
Mass, Boston, in
Definitely.
that way.
I think to be open to do things.
Yeah.
Which is
Just
yeah,
cool.
It's dope. Yeah.
Definitely is. All right. Another question for you guys. So where does Crash Adams come from? Where does the name come from?
You're taking this one.
Love it.
He tells
love
the
it.
story very
So-
well.
So it actually comes from a movie. It's called Patch Adams. It's with Robin Williams. The whole premise of the movie is he's a medical student and he's going through medical school in your non-standard way. So he finds that he works with terminally ill patients, and he finds that the way that these patients responded to him, whenever he brings laughter, great energy, happiness to them, they responded a lot better than your standard medical practices. Not saying that medical practices do not work. Do not misconstrue that. All I'm saying is he's just bringing an unconventional method of healing people that goes against what the man says you're supposed to do. And right away he gets pushback from the top executives in the medical school saying you can't do it this way. They're actually threatened to kick him out of the medical school. He says, no problem, I'm still gonna go do it my own way. Screw the rules, and does it his own way and helps so many patients and opens up his own clinic and affects people in the way that he knew how. And everything that movie is about, raising the vibration of anybody that we come into contact with, whether that's through a simple conversation, whether that's through our music, whether that's through just a smile and just keeping positive vibes going. We don't take ourselves seriously, just like Robin Williams doesn't take himself seriously, and
you just want to bring people good music and
happiness.
And happiness.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're just trying to reflect that happiness through not only like our music, our content, our branding, everything that we do. We want to reflect that because that's literally actually who we are.
It is.
I like making people feel good. I like making people laugh. It fulfills me. It actually fulfills me.
Hell yeah.
Right? So
You just want to put a smile on people's
yeah,
faces.
Exactly.
it feels good.
Exactly.
Cool.
It feels great.
So you're just repping the brand that your name stands behind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. Also, where do your influences come from? Because when you guys make music, it's like a band. It feels like obviously you guys are a band.
Yeah.
It's Maroon 5 vibes, like, but it's your own vibe. Like I don't really know how to describe it. Like, who are your influences?
I'll let Adams
Yeah, sure.
go ahead
I'll kick it
first,
off.
and then we kind of have different influences.
Yeah, very different influences. Obviously, being a guitar player, it's like the old rock, like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Van Halen, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was literally like 10 years old, 9 years old, standing in front of the TV, just trying to play these songs, watching these guys play live, just literally studying them, playing 5-6 hours a day. And,
Oh, damn.
And just trying to become the best that I possibly, or trying to become like them. I wanted to
Were
be
you
like them.
actually able to like learn how to play guitar by watching them, or did you have to like go to lessons?
I never went to lessons.
Never. So
No.
you learned how to play by watching other
So
people
I
play.
actually learned how to play guitar from Guitar Tabs. That was my first.
What is guitar?
So a
tabs?
guitar tab, it literally like you go online and there's a website called Ultimate Guitar, giving them a major plug. Ultimate Guitar, but it's the OG website where it's basically it kind of teaches you how to read music, but not the proper way. Like it tells you like the number of the fret that you're supposed to play on and things like that. And it started off really slow. It was really hard to do. Like I was playing Happy Birthday. I was playing like SpongeBob SquarePants theme song. Like it was just stuff that was so easy but so hard for me at the time. And then it just built up and built up and built up to the point where then I was able to stand in front of the TV and start mimicking what these guys were doing. And then I would take that and eventually play in bands throughout my time. And now trying to take that and put it into music that's being released in 2022.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so he's
Self-taught.
straight the rock.
Well,
straight rock, yeah.
rock and
yeah.
self.
John Mayer is actually my favorite
Yeah.
guitar player too. So like that's kind of on the other side, a little more
Yeah.
pop bluesy.
Yeah,
But
of course. Yeah,
he
he's
crushes
crazy.
it.
Yeah.
I've seen him live so many times. It's just like it's just me and a bunch of chicks, and I'm the loudest person there.
That's
I love it, and like I'm just going crazy when he's doing the guitar solos, or everyone else going crazy during the choruses.
Yeah,
So
that's
no, he's unreal.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
And what about you?
When I was young, probably I was in hip hop. People like 50 Cent, Eminem,
Okay, so hip hop.
Tupac, Biggie, like hip hop. Yeah. Young Jeezy, like
He was supposed to be a rapper, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought I was a rapper in grade 5. Like I was.
Hey,
My
we've
first
all
rap
had that
song was
phase.
grade
Yeah,
4.
We've all had that phase.
Yeah.
I have a fucking rap song too.
Yeah.
It's like-
That was great. Yeah, but I love that, and then it started turning into like a little alternative, and then I'd probably say recently I actually was in dance music in high school because I started DJing, and then it honestly evolved into alt the last maybe 3 years. People like the 1975, big influence, definitely wouldn't be who we were without them. Bruno Mars Bruno
Oh.
Mars is
So a lot of pop, a lot
yeah,
of
a lot of real instrumentation, I
cool.
would say.
So it's like a blend, like
Yeah.
rock and then pop, and then that's
Yeah.
you guys make. It's I wouldn't say you make pop rock. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, like you
punk.
could say that.
Yeah, no, I guess it is pop rock.
Yeah, you
That's,
could say
that is
pop
what
rock.
the genre
Yeah,
is.
the thing is, like, it's such a crazy mix because, like, you know, you have the rock, then you have the pop, the hip hop, and then the two other guys who are behind the scenes most of the time,
Yeah,
the
producers.
twins.
Yeah, the twins.
They love metal.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's like
metalheads.
it's unbelievable, and because they love metal, they're just these unbelievable musicians. They could just play everything. They could play
That's all you hear in
anything.
the car.
Yeah, that's all you hear in the car.
Which
but,
I like it now.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it.
Like the drums and the bass and the guitar from that stuff is just like so complicated to play. Like when you put that into the music that we play live, they bring like that extra musicianship.
Extra spice.
So it's not just like, oh, these guys are just playing 4 chords. It's like
Yeah.
they're playing 4 chords, but then there's this and then there's that.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Right.
of like them doing spice and stuff, like
Mhm.
how do you construct a record from the start to the finish? Like what is the process?
Pretty
Changes-
diff-
changes all the time.
Changes.
What is the most direct way that you do it? Like what the most common way that you guys do it?
The most common way is so somebody is putting together a demo. That's
Yeah.
usually how it starts. There's
somebody-
some type
yeah.
of demo. Either Adams is doing it, or Chris is doing it, or I'm doing it.
or Nick's coming up with
or
some
Nick's
like
coming up with
crazy guitar
something-
line
Yeah.
off,
By
the,
demo,
off the dome.
do you mean like a demo for the beat, or do you guys start
beat.
with like the
demo
vocals?
for the beat.
Okay.
So it's
Beat.
like bare bones, some type of melody and or kick, whether it sounds good or not, doesn't matter. Bang, we have like a demo. It might even be not arranged properly, but
Yeah.
there's some
There's at least a hook.
there's some driving
chorus,
melody.
yeah.
Yeah, there's some driving melody. From there, we'll usually put a hook on it. Like sometimes
A
it starts with
vocal
a
hook?
vocal hook.
So okay, so you'll have like a bare beat essentially with just like a chord that's
Yeah.
the driving force behind the beat,
Some progression.
and then
yeah.
you lay over a hook.
Usually a hook comes first.
Yeah.
It's like we don't always try to say, okay, now the hook's gonna come, but it usually ends up working where we hear the beat and we're like, oh, and the first
Yeah.
thing that comes to mind, that's the hook
So,
right there.
question: do you have a bunch of records that are completely incomplete because you don't like the hook that you made over like the initial beat?
I'd
or-
say that we have a bunch of incomplete records just because we started making them and then something else had to happen. So we have a lot of music kind of just in the bank, a lot of ideas in the bank
Yeah.
that just need to be worked on,
Right.
Yeah.
right? Which I think every musician has that.
Yeah.
Which is a good problem to have.
And-
But you guys never be like, okay, like this hook was kind of made. I don't want to finish the song.
I feel like we don't move forward with certain things.
Because
Or
I do that all the time.
yeah, like well, sometimes to be honest, like our latest song, "Give Me a Kiss,"
Yeah.
it started off as another song,
Right.
and then Crash told me, he's like, make it something like this, and then I made it rock by accident. He listened to it. There was another vocal on it, and he's like, "How dare you send me this other vocal?"
I literally said, "How
Right?
dare you?"
He literally
send
said,
it
"How
with
dare
that?"
you?" So I was like, "Don't worry, you're gonna make something fire. It's gonna be better." Right? And he ended up doing that. But where was I going with that? I don't even know where I was going with
No,
that.
it's pretty much like
You guys.
Oh, there's
we-
there's always there's old
Yeah.
ideas that sometimes we'll just go back and listen to and be like, you know what? Maybe we should do this to this, and then it just opens up not a can of worms, but opens up this whole possibility
Right.
to create something
So
amazing.
after you do the hook, then like verses. Right?
yeah. Usually, our best music comes together quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ones that are all out have probably come together the quickest.
How long would you say quick is?
Anywhere from a week
Yeah.
to a month, I would say.
Oh,
Yeah.
like completely finishing the record.
Completely finished it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you work like piece by piece on a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, with me, it's like I go into a studio for 6 hours and then I come out with a demo that's 80% done.
Wow.
And then
Sometimes that happens with us.
Okay.
Sometimes we come out with a demo that's 80% done and we sit on it, and then maybe like all of a sudden content happens and this happens and that happens, and like we don't get to it for like 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, the demo that's 80% done is still amazing, and we go in and we finish that demo. Sometimes in 3 weeks, the demo that's 80% done is not that good, and then we either tweak it.
yeah,
or
you
whatever.
never know. You always have
Yeah.
to. You come back to a record later, and if you still like it, that's when you know it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say.
All right, and earlier you said something about you being a DJ, right? So I wanted to go into that. Like, you were a DJ, a pretty poppin' DJ for a while. You met Loud Luxury, the Chainsmokers. I know you were
Sure.
telling me about that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
opened for them. You want to like elaborate on like how you started doing that to changing into like pop?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, how do you
Um,
go from EDM to pop?
I honestly got bored.
Okay.
I found I was at a time where
So how did the DJing thing start?
started with Avicii. I heard Levels.
Okay,
Heard the song Levels, and
good song.
from there, great song.
Yeah.
From there, I was like, yo, I want to play this kind of stuff. Started DJing, I was actually with a friend. My friend's brother got this little piece of DJ equipment. Shout out DJ Luma if you're listening to this. The first
Lit.
person to ever
Shout
put
out
me on.
DJ Luma.
Yeah,
Shout out.
to ever put me on to. So he bought this little. It's called a Hercules. We made a little mix. Thought it was sick, horrible. It was like old, like
Dude, I feel you because like everything that you do at the start is like you
So
think
bad.
it's amazing, but
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we did that. We started. So still DJing grade 12. When I got to university, I went to Western. Shout out London, Ontario, Western.
Yeah.
Right away, I knew I wanted to be. I went in there knowing that like, okay, I'm gonna try to make a name for myself on DJing. So what I actually did was I literally knocked on every single door and like in my res. And I said, hey, I'm trying to make it as a DJ. If you know anybody that has clubs or whatever it may be, let me know. I'm going to throw some parties in my room, throw some parties in our room. And because I was knocking on the doors and I was like literally knocking on doors,
He's not
I
lying.
made a lot of friends. I made a lot of friends throughout that. I ended up getting those friends to come to our like dorm parties, which was great. We were bringing a lot of people out. And eventually it got to the point where met Fedic, Loud Luxury, one and a half of Loud Luxury. He was DJing at a place called Seeps. He was the first person that got me a gig. He was like, yo, he literally said, okay, he listened to our music. He's like, yeah, this is pretty good too. He was like, he thought it was good, still sucked. We were all not good. So he put me on, literally opening for him at Seeps. Brought out a bunch of people, like
Were
packed
they
the
big at the
place.
time, or was it just
No,
one?
no, they had made a name for them. He was like pretty fresh. I think this was like his second year. Like,
And
DJing.
was Loud Luxury a thing, or was it just like one half of?
They were just becoming Loud Luxury that year, I think. I
Okay,
believe so.
and when was this?
This was I was in like first year. They were Joe and Fedic were I don't remember when it was, but like they were just like Hardwell was like the man at the time, and like one of their first opening big gigs was opening for Hardwell at Mustang Lounge. So this was like around that time where clubs were kind of popping. Fedic was doing his thing at Seeps, put me on, brought a lot of people out. Eventually we ended up getting a gig at a place called Tap House, played there, brought a lot of people out there, and the person who was running Tap House came up to me and was like, yo, you packed this place. Came back next week, packed the place again. Shout out to my friend Jarrell for helping me doing it. I'm sure if he ever was
So
down
you
to
essentially were going to venues like one by one, and because of the network that you built at your college,
Exactly.
you were just absolutely packing out
Exactly.
these places, which would allow you to elevate yourself
Exactly.
to different
Yeah.
spots. And then how did that because I know you opened for the Chainsmokers. Like how did that happen?
They honestly, like, I just knew I was in with the promoters.
Okay.
So from there, once you're bringing out 150 people to the club, the promoter's like, okay, I want to make you my resident DJ. They're the ones that were the talent bookers in London, so they would go out and book the Chainsmokers. Like they would go out and book Alesso, Jesse Andrews, like a bunch of different people. They would throw me on because I could sell tickets to the events or whatever it may be. It was myself and Loud Luxury, but they probably had the leg up on me not just because, but like I was fresh. They had been making their scene. They were so good at that. If I was packing the place, Fedic was packing the place way more than I was packing the place.
Yeah.
He was.
But that's cool that you guys
Sure.
were like doing it together.
Yeah, it was cool. They helped me learn so much because of that, and it was cool because like they were still on the come up too.
Right.
They were still learning, so we got to go through a lot of cool stuff. Like, not to name drop them, like this is not a conversation.
I mean, I asked you about
them. Yeah. But like, I'm thankful for them because like I would not be here if it wasn't for them.
Right.
So-
Which is cool. And wait, so how did the Chainsmoker things happen? The promoters knew who you were, so they booked you for the.
Yeah, so I was a resident DJ of a company called Premier Life and Night School.
Okay.
And the people who were putting on the gigs for Premier Life and Night School would book talent, and they would just, whenever they book a talent, they would say, okay, my DJ name was Mavro at the time, so like Mavro has to open on this one. Or like sometimes they'd be like, okay, we got Skrillex coming, Loud Luxury is opening for this one, or whatever.
And
whatever it may be.
these venues where Skrillex or the Chainsmokers were coming, were they massive, like absolutely huge? Or?
So the Chainsmokers was at a club called Gatsby. Maybe it was
So
like
it was a club.
maybe it was a club.
Okay.
It was like they booked them and then Selfie blew up.
Oh, so this was even before they were big.
This is before the Chainsmokers. Like they booked a show, Selfie blew up, and like they got a massive discount because they signed the contract before Selfie blew up.
Yeah.
And then, you couldn't even get into the club. Like it was insane.
Dang.
The club you couldn't move.
You and Loud Luxury had to come up together, and you opened for the Chainsmokers right before they blew up. So you're like behind the scenes on all of like their like trajectory to like where they are right now.
Yeah, their come up was a lot quicker and more drastic than my come up has
Yeah.
been. Like we're starting to get there now, but
I mean, hey, you put in the time. You
yeah,
put in the
at the
effort.
end of the day, they made the right moves. They made great music at the right time, and
Yeah, and what made you transition, seeing success? Because I know you had records with like a couple million streams, which is pretty big. You know, like
Yeah.
now it's not as big because you guys are streaming like really well. But like back then, what made you say, "Hey, I don't want to do this anymore, even though it's working"? And I've seen all my peers like grow to like massive amounts to change to something completely different as like
so
pop rock.
So I would say a couple things. Number one, I think we got to the point where we kind of went separate ways. Or
Okay.
not necessarily separate ways, like it was not like we had a falling out or anything, but like for instance, we'll use Loud Luxury as an example. They moved to LA.
Right.
I was still in school.
Mhm.
While they were in LA, they started blowing up and blowing up and blowing up. At that point, I was still in school. It's not like we were hanging out that much. I'm not going to go to them and say, "Hey, help me do my thing," because they had made their decisions.
Yeah.
They had been kind of growing on their own, and that was it. So I kind of did, like, I was kind of on my own, right? So it was still up to me to push and do what I got to do. But the people that I was kind of around, they weren't the people that would open up the doors for me to do what I needed to do to make it to the level of a Loud Luxury or something like that.
Okay.
And so it was kind of like, okay,
So you felt like you were stuck.
I'm stuck. I'm on my own. I can either continue with dance music, which is now at the time was starting to become very repetitive. This is when Oliver Heldens was kind of booming and Chami was booming.
I
and,
mean,
like,
to be honest though, what the time you're talking about is like the start of the golden age for dance music, I'd say.
I think
But I feel like what you're saying is that you think you reached your peak in the era
what I
you
could
were
do.
at.
Yeah, I think so. And I think the music that I was kind of making was not. I don't think I was good enough at the time.
Okay.
I don't think I was
So
good enough.
you're also self-aware.
Yeah, I think that too.
Sure.
And I knew that in order to do this, I would need a lot more connections too.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like necessarily the way the industry was
with DJs.
with DJs.
I get that because like for DJs it's rough. Anyone can, like, not anyone, but like it's so you can get a DJ to DJ a party with like 2,000 people and the people won't even know who the DJ
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
With pop it's different. If
Yeah.
someone shows up to your show, they know all the lyrics to all your songs. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I feel you. It's a little more of a toxic industry.
It was a little more toxic, and everybody's so egotistical in that industry. Like you have the club promoters who all think they're sick. You have the DJs who all think they're sick. You have the club owners who all think, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
there's so much like competition and like
Mhm.
butting heads that I was just like,
You wanted to do something else.
yeah, let me just distance myself from
How
that.
did that start? Like how did you guys start Crash Adams?
So
It was like I was in school at the time, or I started in school and I was playing soccer in Europe and all this stuff. And he's just sent me a song and he's like, I need you to play guitar on this. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I played guitar on another one. And like I didn't even know how many streams he had. I didn't really care, to be honest. 'Cause
Yeah.
I wasn't really in the
But
industry
you
at
guys
all.
are family friends.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
No, but I just didn't care. Like, it's not like I was like, oh, the song we did together. I don't know how many streams did it get on SoundCloud.
I think I
Like half a million or something like
Half
that,
a million?
right?
Yeah,
That's
cool.
it.
like-
Was it like an EDM record?
Yeah, it was a
something
remix.
like
It was a
that.
remix of a song.
But I was just
Okay.
like, I didn't realize how big that was at the time for like not doing much work on my end. I was like, oh, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he just literally told me, he's like, come to the studio one day.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then he texted me the next day. He's like, yo, you coming? And I was like, oh, I guess I am. And then the next day, yo, you coming? I was like, oh, I guess this is becoming a routine. And like in the beginning, it was like I'd go there, record some guitar,
Yeah.
do this, do that. Like I didn't have any experience producing.
Mm-hmm.
I just had experience playing guitar. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So I would sit there just watching this guy produce. I feel like he just
And
wanted.
then you
I feel like
learned
he
by
just wanted
watching
someone.
again?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You just watch people. and then you
I just
learn
watch
things.
people. But I feel like he just wanted someone at the studio.
Maybe,
at
I don't
times.
know, maybe.
But like we had good times. Sometimes.
But you would play guitar in the.
Yeah, I
the
would play
beat,
guitar,
yeah.
but some days I wouldn't play guitar. Some days I would just listen. And I'd be like, oh, yo, maybe you should try this. And like, I think at the time it was like very, because I was new, he didn't have much trust in me.
Mhm.
But then as the days went on, it was like, oh, maybe this guy kind of knows something. And then there was points where I was like, oh, maybe this guy kind of knows something.
Yeah.
Right. And it started to click.
And then when did you guys like solidify like you guys being?
There
a
was
duo?
one day where I came to the studio, and this guy said to me, he said, "We're gonna take a photo, and this photo is gonna be the start of this crazy experience, this crazy ride that we're gonna go
Wait,
on."
so Crash said this to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we took this photo. I was holding an
Yeah.
espresso cup. I still remember it.
Yeah.
No one's gonna see this photo.
Yeah.
Why
This
not?
is our photo.
Okay.
It's just yeah.
It's the day we
But
decided we made it in
It's-
music.
it was the he said this is the day we decided that we're gonna make a career out of this.
Yeah. No. Well, when you're coming up though, everyone has
Yeah.
the doubt.
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
I didn't have belief at first in myself.
I mean,
Yeah.
I always believed in
Yeah,
myself. I
yeah.
feel like you probably believed in yourself.
Yeah.
But you never really know like, oh, could I
Yeah.
actually do it? You're like, I know I could.
I think-
but like,
yeah.
will it happen?
I
Is
think
it-
on the
is it doubt?
surface, like mentally, it was like, can I do this? But then deep down inside, the thing that kept me coming back was like, I just believe in myself so much. It is gonna happen.
I'll be
He believed
honest.
himself the entire
I
time.
can't relate.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
From since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I believe I'm born for this. Like I
Yeah.
just
Right.
truly believe whatever people will say. I've heard people call me cocky. I've heard what, but like.
No, you
doesn't
believe in
matter.
what you believe
I
in.
believe I was born to
Yeah.
do this.
I feel you. I
Yeah.
felt the same. I mean, not ever since I was like little. The second I made my first song, I'm like, I'm gonna be famous.
Yeah.
But like everyone thinks that, you
Yeah.
know, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna put out a song and it's gonna blow up and I'm gonna be famous." But that's like not how it works. It's just
Yeah.
like believing in yourself to the point where you don't quit, because when you
Yeah.
quit, it's when you lose. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Exactly.
That's the perfect way
It
to
never
say
happens.
Yeah.
You never. Like even if the people who blow up overnight, it's not overnight.
Yeah, it's not overnight.
It's like it's 2 years.
I mean,
to
there's
become overnight.
there's sometimes.
There's
Sometimes.
very,
Sometimes.
but even
But,
okay. So
yeah.
even then, those people, I still think those people are tapped in to a level of energy that allows them to bring about that in their reality
Yeah.
that quickly. And to me, that's a skill.
Yeah.
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 Oh, definitely.
How did your first song go viral? How did you see any success? Viral to your perspective at the time,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
But what was the first moment of like internet success that you had with a song?
I would say we have a song called Ooh, and
Yeah.
literally we were just posting on TikTok.
Okay.
'Cause there was
And-
we were listening to some Gary, like what was it, Gary V crushing it.
Gary Vee.
Gary-
When did you start TikTok?
This was we started TikTok
Oof.
20 when did COVID hit?
2019 maybe we started.
2020, 2019.
20, yeah, so 2019, late 2019 we started posting on TikTok, not consistently
Before COVID.
before COVID.
Yeah.
And then it was January or February 2020. I was just sitting at home. We had the music video we shot. Like I just cropped
Was
it
this
vertical.
during COVID?
This was not during COVID
This is
yet.
before, right?
This is
Right
before
before.
COVID.
Yeah.
So I just posted a video randomly, like not consulting anybody, and he gave me the idea to do it though.
Okay.
I'm not taking all the credit because he's like, we should do an intro video where we say, hey.
No,
I'm
that
Fra-"
you know what? That was all you, man. That
Yeah,
was all you.
No,
I remember not
anyways,
even liking the
anyway,
video.
yeah, he hated the
That
video.
was all you.
It's actually a trend. So when Crash doesn't like the video, it goes viral. But anyways, so this video, like for us, it got. Imagine we have 2,000 followers on TikTok or something.
Yeah,
We think we're
yeah.
like big,
I feel you.
and then this video got 250,000 views,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden our streams bumped like 1,000 a day
Yeah.
or something like that. But for
Well,
us,
what were you at before that?
Oh, like nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. So
Yeah.
nothing to 1,000% increase.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It was
So-
pretty wild. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I think then we posted about Caroline, and we got like just from TikTok we got I
The
don't know.
same style.
Same
the
style.
video was like us sitting down. It was literally us going, he's Crash, and he's Adams.
Yeah.
This is our song.
Yeah.
It's called
Back,
Ooh.
back in the day, that's all you had to fucking
Yeah, you could do that.
I know.
stuff,
I know.
right?
You could pull that stuff off, right?
Yeah.
And
So-
like because it was still fresh, like
Yeah.
TikTok was fresh at the time. If you had good music like that,
Yeah.
mind you, still if you have good music, it still blows up.
Yeah.
But
A lot
But,
less
like-
though. You gotta do
Yeah,
yeah, you
something.
gotta be a
you
little
gotta do
more
something
creative
crazy.
Yeah.
nowadays, right?
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
that worked, and we replicated that with Caroline too.
Yeah.
And
Ca-
Caroline started singing.
did well. Like
Yeah.
like what like it. I think it got for us. It was huge. We got 40,000 streams in the first month. We were buzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was this crazy thing.
Yeah.
And we
that's
also
awesome.
got like we did a music video, like a quarantine music video
Yeah.
because we couldn't do anything else, and we got so many
a
people
lot of people said they
into
did.
the music video because of a TikTok that we made.
Yeah.
Oh, you had like people pull up.
Yeah, we
We
people,
actually got them to
yeah.
film themselves dancing to the song.
Yeah.
Because like we were all kind of in quarantine, and we all
Yeah.
couldn't make a music video with a lot
Oh,
of
that's
people.
cool,
So
that's cool.
so that's kind of how we did the music video.
So
It's
yeah, we
awesome.
did that, and then we just kept posting on TikTok. We started doing the couch stuff, putting our song behind it. That
Yeah.
definitely worked.
When did you guys reach out to me? Because I remember.
This was, I'm not even
this
there
was-
yet.
Really?
Yeah, we had a little more of a following before.
Okay.
Yeah, we wanted to wait a bit, but then we had a
But
there
Ryan
was,
Trahan
there was a
changed the
there was a
game for us.
contest so that we entered,
Yeah.
and it was this guy Ryan Trahan. I had no idea who he was at the beginning.
Oh yeah, I know Ryan Trahan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. He's a legend.
Changed the
He's a
game.
legend.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Changed everything
okay.
For us.
yeah, we went through this competition, round 1, round 2, round 3, ended up winning the entire thing.
So you won like on his YouTube channel?
it was
So, an
yeah,
Instagram
it was
live.
an Instagram
competition.
live.
But he did post it on YouTube.
Yeah, it was an
Okay.
Instagram live competition for $10,000, and
Yeah.
we literally played in our studio and just put together the best show we possibly could, and
Yeah.
we won it. And it was this unbelievable moment because for us, like starting this from nothing to winning $10,000 on the show,
So you won $10,000 and he posted on YouTube, which
and
was
he
like,
posted on YouTube, and that's what led to Too Out to Touch, our next song, getting exponentially more streams the first
Yeah.
month. I can't
Right.
remember how many it was,
and
but it
did
was
that
double.
cause Caroline to spike too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got like a huge shout out essentially.
Yeah,
that
huge.
just drove.
Shout out Ryan
traffic.
Trahan.
We probably went from we were at 3,000 followers at the time. We went from 3,000 to 10,000 in a week.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
we were like,
Yeah.
we made it.
Yeah.
It's done.
The thing about
But what about the record? Did
Yeah.
the record like?
the record was getting heat, like for relative to our
Yeah.
Yeah.
past success. But the thing about Ryan was, he put us on the show. He was generally just trying to help people.
Yeah.
And after the show, it didn't just stop there. Like he got on FaceTime calls with us and he's like, hey, maybe you should be doing this. Try this. Try this. Try this.
So he's
Yeah.
like
Like mini
a role
mentor,
He's a
model.
bro. He
Yeah.
literally was
He's
just a
Like,
bro.
That's awesome.
And was
and
like-
to top it off, he ended up posting a YouTube video pretty much dedicated to us where it was like a reverse Instagram talent
Yeah.
show where we were the judges and then they came out and started
And-
performing.
And looking back on
Yeah.
this, he did not have to do that.
He did
course
not have
not.
to do it at
Because
all.
that
He-
was
he
only
just-
benefiting us.
I mean, that was probably an incredible moment.
That-
for
Yeah.
for,
That
for you
mo-
guys,
yeah.
and he definitely just loved the music, and
Yeah.
good music speaks
Yeah.
for itself. And like shout out Ryan for doing
No,
that.
seri-
That's
and
awesome.
when
and when
when
we
we
won,
sell out our first show,
he's coming.
we're bringing him.
If he wants to come on the entire tour,
Yeah.
we told him that would happen. We want to make it happen because like
'Cause-
he literally said after we won, he's like, you have no idea what you just did.
You don't know what you just did.
He was like, it was like
No
so
idea
emotional. You have no idea what you just did. And now like
That's awesome.
I truly think like that kickstarted everything,
It did.
right?
It
Yeah,
did.
that's
So
awesome.
fast
And he got
forward-
people believing in us too.
Yeah.
Like not that we needed it,
Yeah.
but slowly people started to buy in. Like, oh, damn, like maybe these guys are not complete idiots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Definitely a defining moment.
I remember you guys reaching out to me over DM.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And I had these playlists that were going
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that was
on
me. That
TikTok.
was
Yeah,
me.
that was
reached
him,
out
that
to
was
you.
him.
Yeah, and you're like, hey, could you add me to one of your playlists? Check
Yeah.
out the record.
Was it
Yeah,
Rona vibes or
I think it was Fago or
It was-
Yeah,
Ra-
Fuego or something.
Rona season.
Yeah,
Rona
Rona
season,
season.
that's
Rona
the one,
season.
Rona
That's
Something
the
like
one.
that's
that.
the
Yeah.
one.
So to give context, like I posted this TikTok video. It got like 5 million views. Where I'm like, hey, I have these playlists, and you can follow them for like a different vibe. And it jumped the playlist from like 0 to 30,000. Like
Yeah.
all of them got 30,000 followers from this one video.
Wow.
And it was pumping streams to every single song on this playlist.
Yeah.
Like I was putting my songs at the top
Obviously.
of it because like it was just like jumping the numbers. This was before Ashes blew
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I mean, right around when Ashes was blowing up,
Yeah.
right? So these spikes of like maybe like 3,000 a day
Wow.
just
Yeah.
from these playlists was like a big deal to me, right?
Yeah.
yeah?
And I think you guys might have saw the video that I posted
We did.
talking
Yeah.
about the
We
playlist.
did. That's why
Yeah.
we reached out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like going through my DMs because I'm like, all right, like
Yeah.
the way I marketed it was these are underrated
Yeah.
playlists with underrated artists on them. So I was looking for underrated artists. I was just listening to music, and I listened to Caroline,
Yeah.
and I loved it.
Yeah.
I just loved
Thank
the
you very
song.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Like
much.
I was also charging people to like be on the
I
playlist.
remember you told me. You
Yeah.
said I charge people to be on the playlist, but I like the song. There
Yeah.
you go.
At the time, like
Shout out Stellar.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just liked the record, and
Yeah.
it was in my rotation. Like I would
That's
actually like
Listen
listen
to
to the
it.
That's
songs.
amazing.
And ever since then, I think we kept in
Yeah.
kept in
Yeah,
contact.
it was like slowly, like to be honest, he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna reach out to this guy." I was like, "This guy's not gonna respond."
The fact that you responded
yeah,
was
yeah,
sick.
yeah, yeah.
And like we were at a time like we were actually around that time we were spending a lot of time reaching out to people with playlists.
Yeah.
We found that was probably inefficient compared to what we're doing now.
Oh, totally.
But-
But back then,
but at the
it
time,
definitely helped.
We were
Yeah.
doing that, and you were one of the few that actually responded.
Yeah. Like you reach out to like 1,000 and like 10 people respond.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Damn.
But I mean, people have lives. They gotta do what they gotta do.
Now it's different. Now we
Yeah, now
we
you-
hit up a playlist and they respond immediately because
Yeah.
of the following that we have. We can just bring
Yeah.
traffic.
I
to
mean,
the
but like
playlist.
now, like hitting up a place doesn't even matter.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's cool. After that moment, it took you like, did you see any like after the Ryan Trahan thing, after the playlisting thing? Since then, did you see any growth on the record, or was it just consistent until like the big moment that you guys?
It was
A little bit.
Yeah, it was pretty consistent. And then this girl posted a TikTok video, and she just absolutely crushed it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Megan
Caroline,
Solaro, shout out.
Megan Isolero, shout out actually, and
What was it?
it was a video of her like talking to a dude about like the guy's relationship or
Yeah.
something like that. But it was like a coming of age kind of story,
Mm.
and Caroline was playing behind it, and Caroline jumped from I don't know how many streams it had, but
I think it was getting like
jumped up-
500 a day.
it's getting like 500 a day, and
to,
then
like,
it jumped up
2,000.
to like 6,000.
What did it jump?
6,000.
Yeah, 6,000. Then it slowly went down, and then all of a sudden the algorithmic playlist kicked in. So
Yeah.
it's getting 5,000 a day, and we were like, "Wow, guys, we made it!" right, we're getting 5K.
That's
plays.
dope. That's a
right,
good
yeah.
spike.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
great
Good
spike.
spike.
But then like it was like we released a couple records, and I think
They
we
weren't
were
doing what Caroline.
they
did.
weren't doing what Caroline did. I don't know if that was because they were necessarily worse songs. I think it was because of the way that. Well, first of all, we didn't get someone that made a crazy TikTok to any of the songs.
Yeah.
Right. But it's also like we were experimenting as creators, and I think that time was super important because it kind of taught us.
Yeah. At the time, you
Yeah.
guys, I think I consistently
Yeah.
used to tell you
Yeah.
whenever like, cause we hung out that one time, in it was like last year around
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you got to focus on your songs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
content.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because once you make the premise of the video your record,
Yeah.
then the content's based around the record. People actually
Yeah.
listen to
Well,
it.
exactly, and that
Yeah.
That kind of happened like after Ryan Tran. So what happened was Ryan Tran. We had a few meetings with Ryan. He basically gave us what he's been doing to get his content viral. However, he's a content creator, not a musician,
Right.
right? So
We got
kinda
lost in that a
took
little bit.
We took that. We ran with it. And we kind of got lost, literally lost in
Yeah.
the sauce of becoming influencers, I guess content creators as opposed
Hey,
to
but like,
musicians.
think about it this way: like, if you did not have the following you had from the couch videos,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
you
Yeah,
do,
that's
then you
what I was
Exactly.
gonna
you
say.
wouldn't be able to transition.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think that the couch videos were important and still are important because it helped us build a brand.
Yeah.
So now when people see us, now it's lately in the last 3 months, obviously because of the content, it's
the
been
bad
it's
thing
been the
good.
music guys,
The
it's been
music, yeah,
Caroline,
yeah.
Give Me a
The
Kiss,
public, like,
yeah,
music,
the public music guys, and it's been Crash Adams. It's not
Yeah.
been the couch guys anymore,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they know about the couch too.
Yeah,
Where's
I
the
mean,
red couch?
When we did the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
video, so
Yeah.
we did for context, we did a video last year.
Great video.
It was it.
Yeah,
it
I
went,
guess the
it went,
artist.
yeah, went like
Yeah, when hit
pretty
6
viral.
mil on your channel at least, right?
like 7,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
got even more on YouTube
Yeah.
Shorts, like maybe like 10,
Wow.
15.
Wow. Shout out Daniel Robertson.
But like everyone on that video was commenting, "Oh, dude, these are the couch guys." I
yeah,
love
yeah,
them."
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So how did it feel jumping from 70,000 monthly listeners to 1 million in a span of 2 months?
It was the craziest 2 months of my entire life. There was a win every single day, and there still
Yeah.
is wins. There still are wins every single day. Like today was the biggest day for Give Me a Kiss. We got 120,000 streams.
Talk like
Yeah.
what video, like talk about how
Yeah.
the videos
Oh,
like
the video.
the views that
Yeah.
you're getting, like what
It
was the
was-
feeling like? You guys got 20 million views every like other day.
Yeah, it was.
Honestly, I just wanted to run straight for a very long time. Like that's what it felt like. I could just run straight for a long
But-
time.
Okay,
that was the feeling.
can I just? I'm gonna tell the story of like the first viral one.
Yeah.
So like, imagine. So we post this video. We don't think it's that good. We're like, ah,
Yeah.
is this it? Should we be posting this? Like whatever. And deep down, I was like, yeah, this is a good video, I think. But then I asked
was
him,
like,
and he's like, ah. So then it
do
makes
we
me
have
think,
to
ah,
post this
right?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like maybe
You didn't know?
Nah,
No.
he showed me, and I'm like,
Right.
is there anything else we can post instead?
Yeah.
And he's like,
And then you post it.
I just
And
posted it because
and-
he's like, what, just screw it, post it. I was
screw
like,
it, let's
okay.
just post it.
So, anyways, I'm sitting in the car. We're coming back from picking up a U-Haul or something like that, and it's got 10K views in 10 minutes, and I was like, okay, that's
that's
pretty,
not bad.
yeah, it's pretty good. I was like, that's pretty good. And then all of a sudden 150,000 views in an hour, and then we're going to get a haircut.
You're
And
sitting in the barber chair.
okay, so we're sitting in the barber chair, and imagine I'm like, yo, this video has 350,000 views. It was posted 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, we have 79 people listening to us right now, which was huge.
Yeah, we were getting like maybe 40 people.
Yeah, we get like
at-
40
you know, when
people,
you open your,
like your
you can
Spotify
open your
for artists.
Spotify
Yeah.
and you can see the exact number of people
Yeah.
listening to
Yeah,
you
yeah,
at
yeah,
once.
yeah.
So we were averaging about 40 on a good day at once. If you open it up, you see 40 people listening at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was up to like 70.
Yeah. So this video, I still remember texting our barber, shout out Mark Cuts.
Yeah.
and I was like, yo, he's like, what's going on in LA? I was like, we just posted a video at 1:15 p.m. and it's now 8:30 and it's got 1 million views.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. And like our listeners were just going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Insane.
So then we were like, okay, what do we do next? So naturally we were like, okay, we have a new song coming out. Let's do the exact same thing. So we went to Hollywood. We filmed "Give Me a Kiss," Bad Then Good. So we're like singing bad,
Yeah.
and then it's singing good, right? And then that video got 10 mil on TikTok, 14 mil on Instagram
But-
Reels.
But hold on, like
That's
we
insane,
took
though.
bets. We took bets
Yeah.
because the numbers, we could see how many people were listening at a time. So it was like 70, 100, or like 90, and
then-
we're like, all right, guys. So how many streams do you think we're gonna get tomorrow? So we were averaging like maybe 8,000 a day, right? And I think the bit we were like, okay, maybe I think we're gonna get 15,000.
Yeah.
Or I think we're gonna get like
Oh,
18,000.
you were guessing what the next
Yeah.
The next days, what
After,
how many
like, the
streams
spike?
after the spike? How many streams in that 24-hour period we're gonna get? So think about it. We're averaging 8,000 total with all our
Total,
music.
all songs.
So we're like, okay, I think we're gonna get. I said 18,000. Somebody said like 20. Somebody said like 14. We ended up getting like 60,000 or
Yeah.
50,000 that day, and we're like, no.
Yeah,
what
in
the
your
hell?
mind.
but then it was
What?
like another viral TikTok, Instagram Reel, and the number just kept going up.
Yeah.
Bro,
and
it's
up.
incredible. Like the amount of views you guys got, like last couple of months,
Yeah.
I've never seen anything.
It's been nuts, but it's like, okay, you know, we went out, we did the work, like
No, you
searching
did.
keywords.
You
and stuff like
guys
that.
did. You guys posted like maybe 20 videos, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
ideas before that
Yeah.
one went off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I saw you
and it
doing
led
it.
to those ideas going off as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Mind you, also though, we were also taking like
That's what I was just about
taking
to say.
good things from your videos as well, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
without your videos, it never would have led to our videos,
Yeah, of course.
Right?
But like you guys optimized my idea,
for sure.
Yeah.
right?
I
For
guess
sure.
I guess so, right? And like, but like we were doing research. Like you were the kickstart for all of this
Yeah.
pretty much, because like we did that video.
We were
with you.
studying you. We were studying.
We were literally
what
studying
did.
you, right? And you
Yeah.
we did the couch artist idea, like
Right.
guess the song, whatever, and then you took that to the next level.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, you know, in good taste, we're like, okay, this is what Stellar's doing. Let's try and take it to the next level. And you've already taken it to the next level. Like YouTube Shorts, he took our idea and crushed it there. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
I like the fact that we've been able to kind of like work with each other on the content.
Yeah, I love
We're-
it.
We're helping
Yeah.
each other.
Because like before, when I was doing
Yeah.
this type of content,
Yeah.
like the interview, like in person, public,
Yeah.
like TikTok-y,
Yeah.
like promotion, I feel like no one else was doing
No.
it. I
Yeah.
kind of like started. I don't know if I'm the only person who's ever done it, but I feel like I
Probably
popularized
started it, yeah.
the
Definitely.
concept of it, and
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing anyone else do it.
Yeah.
And I was trying to come up with ideas, and it's like it was very hard to come up with ideas just by myself.
Yeah.
And I would, and some videos would do better.
Yeah.
And like, but like you guys coming in and doing a similar thing to me
Yeah.
gives me like more creativity looking at you guys being like, oh shit, this worked for them.
Yeah.
What if I do this and
What if I
this
take it
way?
to the next level?
Exactly.
Right? And I think, yeah, that's the thing that I love. It's the fact that you can go back and forth and, okay, I do this idea. You guys are doing it like this. Let's tweak it like this.
Yeah.
And kind of helping each other. I think that to have that in the music community on TikTok that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's how everyone wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And like, we haven't had the pleasure of speaking to these guys yet, but like, for example, Nick D, Connor Price, those
Yeah.
guys crush it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And like, we studied them as well and kind of like took aspects of what
Yeah,
they
you
did.
took you took what
right?
they did and what
Yeah.
I did and mashed it
Yeah.
together
But like,
and had a baby.
Kinda.
huge shout out to them, because like
Yeah.
they crushed it. They found a way to do it when no one else was doing it,
Yeah.
right? And
they're-
even Tiag's like
Tiag's another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
crushing it, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
crushing it.
Tiag's
Right?
OG.
Yeah,
Like
he's the OG crusher.
he
Like,
is.
I think those
5 in a
four-
row.
Yeah,
5 songs in a
I know
row.
that's insane.
No one's done that.
That's insane.
Shout out
Canada.
Tiag's. Shout out Tiag's Canadian.
Yeah, I think those four people, like you, Connor Price,
Nick
Nick
D,
D,
yeah.
and Tiags, those are the four that we've really analyzed and love what they've been doing on the platforms and bringing that to their independent music.
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate, like, if tomorrow Nick D posted a Bad Then Good, the first thing I would do is be like, yo, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was amazing. Let's maybe try this next time. And then he'd be like, oh, maybe try this next time.
Yeah.
I hope that
you guys gave me advice.
Yeah,
and I
right.
was
And then
like,
you've given us advice. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like that's the way that
it should be.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way it should be. That's how we
That's
all
how you
win.
go.
Because there's plenty of room for good music. At
Yeah.
the end of the day.
At the end of
Good
the day, we
music
all
is
make
good.
different music
Yeah.
as well,
Right.
right? Like every single artist I just named has their
Yeah,
own
we're all
lane.
different.
Literally has their own lane, and they're all
Right.
incredible at what they do.
And yeah, and if someone can gain from like a TikTok style, like
Yeah.
just run
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like make it your own. Like
Exactly.
there's been numerous people in the past year that are bigger than me now that have taken, you know, like a cent, like 2 cents from what I did, you know, like back like OG days, like right when Ashes was blowing up, I looked at Ty Verdes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crushes it.
Ty Verdes was doing something with it was like a video style, and I'm like, I'm gonna copy this because I think this is gonna get my song streams, right?
Yeah.
And I flipped it. I flipped it a little bit.
Yeah.
I optimized this idea.
Yeah. You make it your own at the end of
I
the
made
day.
it my own.
Yeah.
And then that's what got Ashes its first 10,000 uses. It was like encouraging people to like use the sound.
Wow.
Right? And this is when he was doing Stuck on You.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, not Stuck on You. Stuck in the Middle. Stuck in the Middle.
Good song.
And then after that, I had that video that made Ashes go viral. Like actually viral. Like
Yeah.
insane. Like a million uses.
Wow.
It went from 10,000 to a million within
Wow.
like a span of a month.
insane.
Yeah.
And Ty copied my video.
Nice.
Wow.
And that's what made Stuck in the Middle blow up and
Yeah.
go viral. He signed before that, but like that's
Yeah.
what actually made it go viral.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I didn't come up with that idea, Ty Verdes probably wouldn't be as big as he is.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I mean, maybe he would have
No, but
another video, but that was
Maybe
definitely,
not.
knows? Who
Right. You
knows?
never know.
Who knows?
Yeah, that was the one of the biggest catalysts.
The
for,
fact that you're able to contribute to that is
Huge.
epic.
Yeah,
Is
and,
epic.
and
Yeah.
it's like there's been other situations where it's like something I did influence someone to
Yeah.
do something else that made them massive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like 347 Aiden.
Yeah,
with his song "Dancing in My Room." So I met 347 Aiden at a party in the hills. It was like Smiles. He's this millionaire
I know
dude.
it's yellow.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
yellow
He's
all over.
his like branding's
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
really like good branding
yeah,
for
dope.
sure.
Yeah.
And I was at this party, and he's there, and I'm like, "Yo, what's good? Like, you're Aiden," and he's like, "You're stellar.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's good, bro?" And
Yeah.
then he told me the story. It was incredible. He said he was listening to Ashes. He showed his mom the song,
Mm-hmm.
right? And his mom said, "You should make something like this." And the next day, he made "Dancing in My Room"
Wow.
from
that's a-
Ashes.
Wow.
And that story, just like I was like,
Holy.
"There's no way.
Wow.
That's fucking awesome."
Do you know? I don't know if it's Jake or JVK.
Oh yeah, Jake.
Jake.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy. I forgot to mention that guy, but
Dude.
he crushes it.
He crushed
His
it.
skits
Yeah.
are one of the best skits on TikTok, and I'm not even talking about just music.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Dude, he crushes on shorts. Too.
Yeah, he crushes
I don't
on
know if
shorts.
you've seen it.
I've
but
seen it.
He's
Adam's
he's
is
bigger.
I've seen it.
Like he gets more views than I do on shorts.
He crushes it, and
I think
I
he's
really
like
like his music too.
the biggest
Yeah.
shorts artist there is right now, and
Wow.
his music is incredible.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
I just
it's
heard
like,
it at a taco place today.
really.
Yeah, it was
it's
good.
like it's less of like a pop song focused
very
on
cinematic.
vocals. It's
Yeah.
on the vibe of
Yeah.
the record,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I think it's very very cool. what
Yeah,
what
he's
doing.
dope.
And I look at him sometimes too.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what is Jake doing? Because
Yeah.
he's like the skit king.
yeah. He's the king
He,
of skits.
he took what Swaco started that
Yeah.
shit though.
Yeah.
Wait, did
Swaco.
he do it with his mom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was Jake, right?
yeah,
He
Yeah.
took what Swaco was doing and optimized it for him.
yeah,
And now he's bigger than Swaco.
yeah.
So it's like it's cool to see how people.
The apprentice always surpasses the master.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see how people like
Yeah.
learn from each other and grow on TikTok. Because that's what I feel like. That's what
Yeah.
it's all about. And at the end of the day, we're all trying to get to the level that we can just be artists and not have to
Exactly.
use TikTok anymore to begin
Yeah.
with. So whatever works for anyone, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if someone takes an idea from me and makes it better, fucking good job.
Great.
Thank
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
for showing me the next step of the
Literally,
way,
that's
you know?
literally. I was trying to say that. I
Exactly.
didn't articulate it properly, but that's exactly what it is. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, you copied me. You did something else. You just gave me an idea that I can use in my next one.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't. A lot
Actually,
of people.
I just got an idea recently from Teo.
Yeah.
From
Teo.
Teo Richie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
from he did because I know he did a Bad Than Good too, and the way he flipped the Bad Than Good though, the way like he brought attention to the music kind of sparked me at least to kind of
Whoa, what did he do?
approach it in a certain way. Like he didn't just sing bad and then start singing well. He would like talk about the song, and that's how like right away, okay, you know it's his song. It's he's gonna drive traffic to that song. Whereas like we would just at first we would come in. We haven't done it yet, but like we would just sing bad, sing well, and then that's
we'll put like in the description.
And we put it in the description
At the end of the video. I find like on TikTok we do it a certain way. On Instagram Reels we're a lot more direct, just because we find like the videos don't get affected by being more direct. Where I feel like every time we put link in bio on a TikTok, it just dies.
Yeah.
It just dies.
Yeah, you can't
Right.
do that. I've
Yeah.
noticed that. But like
Yeah.
it's also I think TikTok flags link
flags
and
certain
bio.
things, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those two words are flagged, so
Yeah.
don't ever
Yeah.
use that.
Like luckily, like our videos have done okay because like other videos have kind of driven them. But yeah, Instagram we're able to be super direct. YouTube we're able to be super direct. But like TikTok just still
Oh,
crushes
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Crushes it. Like it's just
yeah, for real.
they're all amazing platforms. Like it's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they're all competing with each other, and
Yeah.
and it just gives
And
the
Snapchat. Don't forget about
creators-
Snapchat.
Shout out Snapchat.
Facts.
Shout out Snapchat.
It just gives the creators
yeah.
more room to grow. Like I love it.
We're posting on Snapchat, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. Like,
Exactly.
I'm probably forgetting I'm probably forgetting something.
I feel
Be
like
real.
I feel like
Be real. Like we're posting everywhere, right?
I feel like this is like a golden age for creators coming up because
Definitely.
I think soon everything will be oversaturated. So
Yeah.
people capitalizing now are on the how there was like a SoundCloud wave
Yeah.
and there was a Vine wave where people
Yeah.
blew up on Vine,
Yeah.
and this is the TikTok wave,
Yeah.
and then I don't think the TikTok wave will be a thing in a little bit.
Who knows?
You know?
Who knows?
I mean, I like it
Eventually
will
there's
be a
another-
thing because SoundCloud is still a thing,
Yeah.
but it just won't have the ability to do it. And I
think,
to,
yeah.
to like take someone from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
You know? And right now it does in a small amount of time.
Yeah.
And it's incredible that we're all here capitalizing on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna get harder because you're gonna have to make better content.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing that I found about YouTube Shorts actually. Your content has to be top tier to do well.
So what I've found about YouTube Shorts is the faker your video looks, the better it does.
Really, eh?
Yes.
Really?
It's
Wow.
funny.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because
Yeah.
people from other countries can't tell it's fake,
True.
Okay.
right?
True.
So that's one thing. And also, if it's fake, people on YouTube will shit on you.
Yeah.
They love to hate.
It's true.
So
the hate
it'll
just
true.
spike
drives- yeah,
comments.
is true.
People from
Yeah.
other countries will think it's real,
Yeah.
and it'll just drive insane engagement to the video. It's funny. It's interesting.
I
It's
find
interesting how it works.
depending on the video, we actually get the most love on YouTube, which is so weird.
Oh.
Obviously, if we do
I
like
don't know. I get lit up on every platform.
he gets
Really?
he gets lit up on every platform.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, that's what comes with the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It comes,
exactly.
it comes with the game,
Yeah.
and like like we've thought about like blocking certain keywords and stuff like that. But like,
Yeah. Honestly, you should
bring on the
though.
comments though.
I
you know?
Okay,
I
I'll
think
deal with it.
I think certain things
Yeah.
that are bad for your brand,
Yeah.
bad for your image,
Mhm.
you should keyword.
True.
You should block the keyword because you can breed negativity in the comment section if that's the way the mob is moving. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Mhm.
So if there's specific things that you don't want people to talk about,
Mhm.
right, that will negatively impact your brand,
Mhm.
I think it's not a bad thing
True.
to make
True.
sure that you're keeping everything positive.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Yes, comments are good
Yeah.
to a certain extent, but brand image is also important.
For sure.
You know, think about it this way: like, say like people were talking about Travis Scott,
Mhm.
and the only thing that they ever said in his comment section was like about the thing that happened at his show.
Yeah.
That's not a
Oh
good
no,
look,
no. That's
right?
Exactly.
It's like a PR thing. Like
Yeah.
you don't want like that happened, and he owned up to it, and
Yeah.
I don't. It's controversial.
Yeah,
yada
what-
yada
right,
yada.
what- we don't
But like
talk about it.
that's when people think Travis Scott, that's not the first thing they think of.
No.
And like directing the narrative
Yeah.
away from that is probably the best. course
Yeah,
of
yeah, of
action.
course. Like luckily, like we haven't had anything like that, but
Yeah.
but
I don't think it's always a bad
Yeah,
thing.
like I
Yeah.
can deal with the auto tune comments.
Yeah.
yeah,
Bring
like,
them on.
like that's
you know
that's
what
what I'm
I mean?
basically
Damn
talking
right
about.
I
Like,
use auto tune.
Yeah, I
Everybody
feel you.
uses
I
auto
feel
tune.
yeah, like everyone. But like it's crazy because like
you can't
like-
call me out for using auto tune and then listen to pop music.
no, but the thing is like there's videos where there's like literally no auto tune on. And
Yeah, that's
people
true,
will
that's
still
true.
shout auto tune, right?
Yeah, after
Oh, yeah.
we did that when we uploaded those ones with the one where we actually didn't use auto tune and then we still got auto tune comments. After that, I was just like, okay, whatever, you can't win, whatever, just just let him.
Yeah, no, people don't get it.
But like
they think
yeah.
like EQ or reverb is all
Compression.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
exactly,
compression. But
exactly.
like the thing is like that people don't get is we actually do it live. Like we record right there. Like we have our Apollo
Yeah.
UAD.
Yeah.
We have all that stuff. We
No,
have.
I think the reason why your videos go viral is because people know you're doing
Yeah,
it live.
like we're doing it
Yeah.
live, right?
Yeah.
Like it's organic moments.
Right. So like the difference between what I was doing, what you were doing,
Mhm.
is I would show people the actual song,
Yeah.
and there was no live
Yeah,
moment.
yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And that's why I feel like people love the live aspect. Like,
Yeah.
oh, they could fuck up and everyone would laugh at them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You know.
We
Like,
have-
what's
we
your best
have
bad then good?
Like how many views?
Yeah, like which one did perform the best?
I had one get like 700,000 on TikTok,
Yeah.
and then it got like 4 million on Shorts.
yeah,
Right.
that one was played live.
Yeah, it was live.
That was the live one.
Yeah. And I think it's the guitar too.
Yeah.
The guitar helps because if
Yeah.
I play the beat,
Yeah.
it doesn't hit as hard.
So
Well,
I
it definitely,
noticed that
well, it
recently,
definitely hits
too.
hard. It's a great song, but it's just like it
Having
just
that-
seems more fake.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this guy's playing this entire beat, right?
Yeah.
But like,
I also
you're-
find organically like
Yeah.
the people there, the people when you're filming those videos
Yeah.
at the crosswalk, the people there respond better when they see you're not playing a track.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Maybe I need to hire a fucking
like-
guitar player.
No, honestly, maybe, but like, because the thing is too, like, the songs we were playing are good songs, and you can tell that they're good songs because if you can play with a guitar and singing,
Yeah.
you know it's a good song.
Yeah.
If you can play, if you can't do that,
I just had a great idea.
yeah, it's not a good song.
I'm gonna, cause I suck at like the audio interface shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hire a producer / guitar player.
Yeah, literally do that. Like literally
Yeah.
do that, right? Like
We'll
just-
see how it works after this
Yeah.
podcast.
Does any guitar players out there
yeah,
that want
any
to do it?
guitar players who
There we
know how
go.
to produce? you
Yeah.
can follow
Okay,
and
there you
hit
go.
Me up.
There you go, done.
That's
So,
a good idea.
right?
I just realized that like right now.
Yeah, like do it
Um,
acoustic. And it's yeah.
Yeah, no, the guitar helps because
Yeah.
it seems more
Or
real.
whatever it is, like fuck, maybe it's a violin. Like I don't know what it is.
Violin.
You know what I mean?
That'd
Like,
be insane.
right? Like
That's
maybe it's a
funny.
violin, and maybe it's something
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay, so a few more things I want to talk about
Yeah,
because
all good.
we're getting close to the end here. So, "Give Me a Kiss," right? "Give Me a Kiss" is your most viral record right now, doing 120,000 streams a day.
Yeah.
So, what platform actually made that happen, and was it good than the bad than good videos, and what is
Yeah,
keeping it at that 120K level?
I think it's like an accumulation of different things. So first it was TikTok.
Right.
Then it was we got like a 10 mil view video on TikTok that boosted it, and then we got a 14 mil view video on Instagram Reels that boosted it even more, and then
Snapchat.
Snapchat boosted it. YouTube is starting to boost it now, but it's like different things happening at different times.
Facebook Reels.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. For example, like the song went up to like 100,000 streams and it was like sitting there for a bit. Then it shot down to like 70, and then all of a sudden we posted a video on Instagram Reels, and this thing popped up on my phone where it was like, we're gonna allow this to be posted on Facebook Reels too. So I was like, yeah, just
Yeah,
do your
do
thing,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then it posted there, and then all of a sudden this video got 15 million views, and now it's back up to 120,000 streams a day. And then YouTube is doing the same thing. Like YouTube just like we're getting like 3 million views every 48 hours, which we're really proud of,
That's awesome.
right? And it's just things are happening at certain times. It's like things are happening at the right moment, but the only way that can happen is if you're posting consistently, if you're showing up every day. If you're not showing up every day,
Yeah,
people are gonna
you
forget it.
guys post like twice a day.
Twice a day, yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I can only post once.
Yeah.
You guys have a team.
Yeah,
we
You
have-
should talk,
yeah,
you
yeah.
should
It's a
talk
little
about
easier.
the team though.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring that up. Like, how is it working with the team? Like, who does what? You know what I mean?
There's no set roles,
Yeah.
but we're all good at different things, and we kind of just maneuver around and fit into those roles whenever we can.
Yeah.
So except for there's a few things. Adams is the social media guy.
Right.
He anything to do with social media is spearheaded by Adams.
Right.
Yeah.
From editing the videos to researching the keywords
Yeah.
to what descriptions we're gonna have to what time we're posting to he posts on every single platform. He's the one doing that.
Yeah.
All our social media videos and all our album covers, photos, any of that is all edited by Chris.
Okay.
Musically, I would say is a little we all contribute at different times because Nick's great, Adams is great, Chris is great. Chris produces, I produce. So like producer wise, it's more so on myself and Chris.
And
Like
then
when it comes to like the final production, like I'll throw a
Demos.
demo together that will
Yeah.
like it'll give you the idea of the song, it'll make you feel something,
right.
but the sounds won't be clean. The sounds won't
Yeah,
be
and then you
right.
you
And then
bring
and
it
then yeah, like I want to talk about Nick as well too, because
Yeah.
I've never seen someone be able to walk into a room and just come up with something great in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
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 And he has this talent where it's like for me it takes me 8 hours to come up with something incredible.
yeah,
Him, he'll play 5 incredible things within an hour.
that's awesome.
And Nick's a
right.
You
bass.
need
Nick
someone
plays
like that.
bass for
Yeah.
us, but he's actually a guitarist.
It's
Yeah.
an in-house production,
Yeah.
like
In-house everything.
fire producer,
Yeah.
in-house singer, you're the
Yeah.
your lead vocalist.
Our entire team is just
You do the content,
Yeah.
they help shoot the videos,
Yeah.
and then you go
Yeah.
out and you network. So
Yeah.
it's like
yeah,
a,
literally.
Yeah.
it's like a whole
It's
Exactly.
it's a team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
The networking side is more so
Yeah.
more on me.
Yeah,
Which is fine. At the
A little
end
more
of the day.
introverted.
Yeah. at the
No,
end-
but
at
you're
the-
like that. That's a good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
You're
it's
that
good.
type of person. You
Yeah.
like being
Exactly,
social,
exactly.
So it's like
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's
So
cool.
yeah, I don't.
I sometimes I'm like I look at you guys. I'm like, dude, it's awesome how you guys work
Thanks,
together.
man.
And I'm like, okay, I need a team now. Looking at you guys like. You do
Yeah.
this, you do that, you do that. That's I hired Chris. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Chris, you're gonna be my content
yeah,
guy now.
yeah.
And then like, yeah,
And
no,
he crushes it though.
But now
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
now
yeah.
you and Chris now you have two of you guys that are money, right? And it's slowly
it
slowly
builds,
starting
yeah.
to
Wait till you
build.
have more.
we just happen to find two twin brothers that were at the right point
Yeah,
in their
that are
lives.
great
Dude, I need
musicians.
I need like that producer duo that
Yeah.
like I have him. I already have him.
Mhm.
His name's Kyle Reynolds.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know
Incredible.
Kyle. Yeah,
He was
lit.
just here. I just had a session
Really?
with him.
Wow.
But he's so sought after.
really.
Yeah.
So sought after. He's such like a talented producer
Mhm.
that he's booked all the time.
All the time, yeah.
So I don't get to see when I'm like I want to make music. I can't hit up Kyle and
Yeah.
go cook with him. I have to like
Yeah.
book it and then I'll see him in a month.
Yeah, exactly,
You know?
exactly. We
So,
know that.
But anytime I'm in with him, dude, we make hits and it's incredible.
yeah.
Like,
Same with Nick Enriquez.
Nick Enriquez,
Same way.
yeah.
Same way as Kyle. They're actually friends.
Oh, really?
yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they're
great.
both top
Yeah,
quality.
they were.
producers.
I was telling him that I was gonna interview you guys today, or like,
Sick.
do a
Oh,
podcast,
nice.
and he's like, "Oh, dude, I've been meaning to get back to them."
That's
Like,
amazing.
Yeah, they knew who you were, which is cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's a beauty.
Okay, let's end this off with three more questions, right?
Right.
So, what is your crazy LA experience?
Oh,
man?
I got this right now. You got something?
No, go ahead.
All right. So, a couple weeks ago, there was this guy that we saw. Oh, this was like a month ago. We saw this guy in the corner of the street,
Yeah.
and he was just handing out these QR codes,
Right.
and he was like, "Yeah, $5. You know, like I'll give it to you guys for free though, or something like that." And we're like, "No, you know, we're gonna pay you $5. You're grinding. You're on the street. You're doing your thing.
Yeah.
Like, let's hear this music, and here's your support. Like, you know, it was great to see you." So, anyways, we keep walking, thinking nothing of it. You know, like we listen to music, it's pretty good, and then like he comes back 3 weeks later, and we see him at Santa Monica Pier, and he's just like, "Guys, the fact that you bought my QR code to listen to my music actually made other people do the exact same thing. And before you guys came, I was actually gonna pack it up and just leave." So anyways, we're like, you know what? Let's do a video. Like, you want to do a video right now? He's like, yeah, we'll do a video. So he's there with his baby and his
Mhm.
wife, right? And they're in this video. So
Yeah.
we start playing Caroline. We do the Spotify or slap thing where it's like, if you don't like the song, slap me in the face. If you like it, follow us on Spotify.
Yeah.
So we're playing Caroline, whatever, and like crash finishes. This guy says, yo, keep going with the guitar. So I keep the chords going. He does a whole rap. He does a whole verse on Caroline.
Off the dome.
This was not planned at all.
Yeah.
I had no idea this was happening. And to be honest, from our reactions in the video, you can tell that we had no idea this was going to
And
happen.
did the video go viral?
It's got like 4 million on TikTok. It's going off on YouTube Shorts right now.
Yeah.
Instagram Reels, it must be at 3 now. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
and we posted a couple days ago.
That's crazy.
Right? So, like, it's just, but this guy just, out of nowhere. And after that
Jerry
happened, I was like,
Robertson.
You should figure who it is.
Yeah,
Give him a
yeah.
Shout out.
No, we
Jerry Robertson.
Jerry Robertson, like, crushed it.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely crushed it, right? So,
That's awesome.
that was-
and
that
he
was-
had, and he had good energy too. Like,
amazing energy.
He was just
That's
somebody who was hustling and wanted to.
He'll
and
do
really
something.
wanted to work hard.
Yeah. That's a
At his
viral,
craft.
Yeah.
viral clip right there.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And, like, it was
For
a little
sure.
long.
I'll clip
Yeah.
this, give him some more fucking support, you know?
Hell
For
yeah.
sure.
No,
for
but, like,
sure.
the video was a little long. So I was like, oh, is this going to do well?
Yeah.
And then this guy was just like, man, just
That's
post the whole
awesome.
thing.
Yeah,
That's
post
awesome.
it because you
You
need to hear
guys-
the whole verse.
Might be the reason why his trajectory changes.
We hope so. We hope
Oh,
so.
That would be amazing.
That would
Yeah.
be we would love nothing more than to change somebody's trajectory. And we're just like, and we're not necessarily like we don't give like we don't like we wouldn't give a handout or anything, but like anytime any advice he needs, anything that he needs from us, any secrets that he needs from us that we've unlocked to get to where we are, we will more than share all the information with him so that he's got the tools to do it for himself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and like we do that pretty regularly, but it's it's kind of what we hope that people would have done for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we didn't have that.
We didn't have that. We started to
until we
have
met
that
pe-
until we met you.
Yeah,
we met
Ryan,
you, right?
Ryan Tran for
Yeah.
sure. You, Nick D, not on a personal level, but just by
just like
learning
Connor
artist
Price,
stuff.
all
There's-
those guys,
Other
right?
than that, not too
So-
many. Maybe Eric, our manager, and Zach.
Heavy.
Those
Heavy.
guys have given us advice,
lot
and
of knowledge.
mentorship. But like,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
other than that,
Hell yeah.
they're actually waiting for us to go watch the Rams game.
that's fine.
It's
It's
like
actually
halfway
on right
done
now.
now,
It's
yeah.
about-
Yeah, then we
finish
have
it.
3 questions
Yeah,
left.
it's all good.
So if there's anyone in the world who you could work with, who would it be?
Ooh, anyone
you
in
on
the
the
world
spot.
that if we can work with, who would it be? Meg Thee Stallion. Easy answer.
Really?
There
Love
you go.
Meg Thee Stallion.
What is the reasoning for that? That was the
'Cause-
last person I was expecting you guys to say.
Because I think we would put on a killer track. I think it would be epic. Crash Adams featuring Meg Thee Stallion.
It's just so different.
Love it.
It's just
Love
so
it.
different, right?
That's funny. Okay. Do you guys have any new records coming out soon? I know you guys did something. You have an EP coming out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have Destination coming out at the end of this month. And then it's pretty much going to be pushing Give Me a Kiss and Destination for the next however long.
Is Destination an EP or a
No,
single?
Destination
Destination's
single.
a track.
It's a- yeah.
EP will probably be rolled out as singles for
Yeah.
the most part.
Okay.
By the end of next year, it'll definitely all be out. Probably by mid next year,
Yeah.
it'll all be out. But we probably got about 6 tracks left from the EP.
From the EP, at least.
Give Me a Kiss was the first song from the EP, and then Destination is next, and then we have another 5 after that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
And the thing is too, like, because Give Me a Kiss is still going up, we have to like really focus on that one, and that's like some advice I'd give to any artist. Like, if you see a song doing well, even relative to what you usually do, double down on it. Like, no matter
100%.
if it's 6 months,
Don't
8
care
months,
what
like,
anybody says. Or
Yeah.
you only play this song. You only play this song.
Yeah.
You
People are gonna be
double
like,
right down.
Just look at me, just memes me
Yeah.
from fucking Ashes. Like,
yeah.
we're
Yeah.
telling we stop, we get it.
That's
No,
We
no.
know you made the
But
song.
at the end of the day, like, you post on TikTok and Instagram Reels, and like new people see it all the time.
Yeah,
True,
all
true.
the time
Right,
it
so,
goes
yeah.
to new people.
I mean,
Unless
I mean, I'd promote it for like a year, then
Yeah.
maybe stop
Yeah,
after that.
yeah.
yeah, but who knows?
Who
The
knows,
Caroline
though,
started
yeah.
blowing up 2 years later.
Yeah,
like we're
true,
getting
yeah.
2 years later, we're getting by far the most.
No, I
streams.
know. but
Different
yeah,
content.
different
also,
different
yeah.
context
Yeah, different-
to what
yeah,
we're talking
yeah,
about too.
yeah.
Yeah. For my situation, it was like, why are you milking it so long?
Yeah.
And with you guys, it's like it blew up 2 years later, so it's completely different.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, thank you guys for being on the podcast.
Yo,
Thank
thanks
you for having us.
Yeah.
This is actually a great conversation.
sick.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah, this
bro.
was epic.
And gonna be a lot of cool TikTok clips. So if you guys watch this, check out the TikTok. There'll be some cool clips on there.
Mhm.
Where can they
Yeah.
find you? Shout out your socials.
You can find us everywhere at Crash Adams Music, at Crash Adams Music.
Hell yeah! Thank you guys for coming
Yeah.
on the show.
Thanks for having
Yes,
us, man.
sir.
That was great.
Always a pleasure.
epic.
Always
Yes,
a
sir.
pleasure.